Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Commune. At the end of the last episode, we were looking at the map and realizing there's a lot of infestations. Oh, there's another one down here now too? Holy crap. Okay, we got a bunch of infestations to deal with. That's a problem. My base is also in need of... The food is kind of okay, but it's going to run out eventually. This is the Nightmare Zone. I'm also really low on materials, so I'll want to get some of those. And but my morale is actually one of my biggest problems. Now, part of this morale penalty is from a conflict, but the conflict happened because there were other problems. Having low food is a big issue for a lot of folks, and too many infestations is a problem. So in about 41 minutes, this conflict is going to recover, and when it does, I'd like for everything else to also be solved. So we're going to go on a trip to try to deal with these infestations, but a couple of these places, like this is a tartan mart, this is a barn, and they might have food. And so I could probably at the same, like, kill two birds with one stone, take out multiple infestations, and come home with more food and solve both of our problems at once. Eventually, I'm going to need to have some way to produce food, so I'm not having to go scavenge for it all the time. However, the first place I'm going to stop is at the bounty broker, because I've got a couple of completed bounties that I completed not with the commune, but with the Salt of the Earth, and but I didn't claim the rewards with the Salt of the Earth because the Salt of the Earth doesn't need any more rewards. They're fine. These folks, however, need some prizes. So we're gonna stop over here first, pick up our prizes, and then go hunting for infestations and food. I do love the idea that I'm trying to find food in places that are completely full of zombies. Like, that isn't the grossest thing in the world. I've got a lot of folks in my chat already, because I kind of forgot what I was doing, so I spent some extra time figuring out what I was doing. So we've got a lot of folks in the chat. We got Coalition, Ranithgord, Ed Blake, Cogs, Malator, Dovagul. I had a bunch of people I failed to mention. Scott Lannon. Let's talk about bounties. So we're gonna grab some influence, which is very helpful. I can actually, you know what? I can probably claim a what are those called? Outpost. I can probably claim an outpost now. And we've got the FBI fighting rifle. Ooh, I know that's a favorite. So I guess there's only 3 bounties left. So killing bloaters with pistols is something I can't do with Mary's current equipment. Killing a juggernaut with a heavy weapon, also can't do that with Mary's current equipment. And killing plague Zeds with revolvers while craft. Oh, sheesh. That also can't be done with my current equipment. Okay, so I'm just going to ignore bounties for a bit. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I've also got this survivor activity mission. Maybe I'll try to do that on the way home. Because I think it's a little bit more urgent for me to deal with these infestations. Now, I'm not sure. Are these sites... I don't remember if being in an infestation... Oh, right. I need to hit it. I need to hit a real tree, not these fake trees. There we go. I'm not sure if these... infestations are within plague territory. I don't remember if the infestation treatment on an icon completely overrides the plague territory red effect. I think it might. So I think they probably are claimed by plague territory, and I just can't see it on the icons yet. But I don't know. We'll find out. It does feel like that, yeah, there's plague particulate in the air, so I'm pretty sure they are within plague territory. The reason I was thinking about that was because since I've got... Ah, crap. Wait, what is that? Okay. Nope. Stop it. Since I've got enough influence, I was thinking that I could actually claim one of these as an outpost and then have a place to drop off equipment that I pick up. So yeah, I cannot claim this as an outpost because it's within plague territory. And I'm not feeling up to fighting a plague heart right now. So we're going to search this to see if there's any fancy weapons and things. But I was hoping I could grab an outpost just because I'm probably, I don't know, this is a nice military site. I might easily find more stuff than I can carry that I want to keep. Oh, the Coalition is reminding me that there's a bunker behind this base that has a fancy weapon crate in it. That might be something I want to look at. Good point, Coalition. Is that the underground one? I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. Cogs was reminding me to move my cam to the left. Earlier, we were talking about what resources I had, so I moved to the right. But, yeah, I know it does help to see the bounties. Though, right now, since I'm not actually going after any of those bounties, maybe we don't care. So you can see right there what my bounties are. I'm not equipped to satisfy any of them at the moment. So I'll switch back. You can see my mission objective still, because the bounties are pushing it down below my picture. And let's see what's in here. So Every John says, I would love to see Left 4 Dead crossover with State of Decay. That's interesting. I guess. I mean, the games are pretty different in a lot of ways, but I guess, you know, if we decided to do some deal where we could, like, cross over characters or something like that, I could see that being interesting. Yeah, I guess, Is there anything... Oh, okay, yes, we have vacated these premises, but... Okay, Coalition, try to remind me where this other place was. Was it? Oh, it was in here. That's right. Yes. So I was facing that soft bag, but my character was like, no, I'm searching the fancy weapon crate. Mac 5 with some ammo, that's good, and now I don't have any space for anything else, so whatever. I don't care what's in that duffel bag. I don't need you, duffel bag. I'm gonna head... Oh, nope, get away, get away, get away, get away, oh, get off! Zombies are like tag teaming me. All right. Oh, do not be high-centered right now. Oh, come on! Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so I would like... Okay, maybe these two are all I'm going to be able to do, because I might have to just go right home after this. So let me go... Oh, gosh, Juggernaut. Let me go over to this barn, hopefully leaving the Juggernaut behind. See if I can clear this infestation too. And then at least I'll have made some real progress before I have to, like, go take this stuff home. Yes! I was worried that wouldn't work. Come on, set each other on fire, you idiots. I realized that I didn't necessarily have to shoot those zombies, but, I mean, there's a lot here. It'd be pretty easy for me to get overwhelmed. Whew, okay. I think maybe I can handle these two now. Take your time, Mary. One zombie left. Is it you? Oh, dang. Okay, so this place is already scavenged, but it's also claimable. It's not within plague territory. Absolutely. Okay, so I can stay out. I can drop stuff off that I don't currently need. And let's run out to the car and get some more. This gun, that gun. Yeah, so this infestation has been here for a while, which is why it had 3 monsters in it. I'm hoping that the other ones are still new enough that if I can get to them and shoot them before there's too many screamers, but I can't promise that. All right, here we go. Let's just put some distance between me and everybody. And I think I still have enough influence. I could even grab another outpost if I need to, if there's a free place down south. Of course, down south is dense enough that it might easily be that just, the plague hearts are all packed close together. In fact, I think we might... I'm trying to remember if we consciously make sure there are plague hearts in those like dense urban areas. So I might be less likely to find a free site down here in the south, but we'll see. So Airy Twitch says they've been watching a marathon of my old State of Decay videos, and that their favorite video so far was the artillery episode. Are you talking about the one where I launched an artillery strike on my own position? I basically launched like a danger close attack, and didn't consider the fact that there's no friendly fire in our game between characters. But when I launch an attack on myself, I can totally damage myself. Oh crap. Oh, get away. Haha. Alright. So those guys heard me driving over there. They didn't realize where I went. So I'm going to run over here. Hey there, Steve-O. Thank you for joining the chat. Oh, gosh. Nope. Nope. Stop. Oh, gosh. Everything is going wrong. Okay. 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 That's how you want to play it, huh? I only got one of them? Ah! Okay, this is, worse than I thought it would be. Where's that? No! Alright, I really should have brought more fire than this. I don't have a lot of bullets here. I'm just making a bunch of noise. Trying to do volume of damage here, but... You know what? I don't think I'm doing this. I don't think I've got what it takes right now. So, no, why are you going that way? I literally did not tell her to go that way. So, this is why you park the car far away. So it's not surrounded by zombies when you need to run.
I gotta rest.
Alright. Only one went with me. Yeah, I probably honestly should have kept one of those bigger guns with the full clips. But whatever. Okay, this area is not actually covered by plague territory over here. You can tell from the survey spots. So I wonder if there's something over here that's worth claiming as an outpost. Because then I don't have to drive all the way home. I could just... Oh, wait. Nope. I'm going to get wedged in there, aren't I? I don't have to drive all the way home. I could just swap my equipment, refresh my ammo, and go back in there and deal with those zombies some more. So, Steve0143 wants to know, why did the refugee camp fall at the start of State of Decay 2? Any of a number of different reasons. I think that we just sort of imagined that... So, in the world of State of Decay 2, just dying is enough to turn you into a zombie. And so, really, it doesn't take much for a densely packed, place to suddenly be infected with zombies. Because you don't need zombies to get in from the outside. You just need someone to die for any reason. So somebody could have a heart attack in their sleep, become a zombie, and then make more zombies by killing nearby people in their sleep. And so I always imagined that it was something like that. It was some... Oh, get off me. I always imagined it was something like that. One of those, you know, impossible to prevent bad situations that people just kind of weren't really equipped to deal with. I imagine that after longer in the apocalypse, people will have sort of plans for how you deal with sudden zombification. So if I claimed this as an outpost, it would be boring. It doesn't really do anything for me. I wonder if there's a better place nearby. Like, I don't know what this is. Probably nothing. Probably a tiny little shed. That might be at least a house. How's my beds? Okay, I've got exactly the right number of beds. Which means if I claimed a beds outpost, that might actually be helpful, because it would... I think one of my beds facilities only has 2 beds in it. So if I claimed a beds outpost, I could free up one of those facilities to do something else. Now, I think those facilities are all indoors, so I don't think I can make a latrine, which is probably what I should get, because my morale is such a problem, but... What is that? That's a old ruin. What's up here? Ooh, what's this? It's owned by somebody else. Well, garbage. All right. Okay, this is just another warehouse. Dang, I was kind of hoping this would be like a house or something. What's this one, though? Maybe there's something up there. Oh yeah, so Ranithcord says, like one for instance, one rule that you could have in the zombie apocalypse is everyone locks their doors at night. So if someone does die in their sleep and become a zombie, they're contained to a space. And if everyone else is asleep, then the zombie won't be necessarily attracted anywhere else. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's an empty site that I could claim as an outpost. And it offers beds. Oops. Somehow I got into my head that zombie was about to fall over, and so I tried to grab the zombie. But the zombie had not fallen over, so all my character did was say nope.
Premises are empty.
All right. Let's claim another outpost. Oh. Oh, I need 400. I thought I needed 300. I need 400 influence. Dang it! Has all this been for nothing? Trying to think if there's something I can do aside from trying to kill an infestation that's too much for me. Is there something that I can do to get that influence without having to go home? Okay, well there went my door. I guess I let way too many zombies climb on. It's gonna be problematic if I'm trying to like escape a feral or something. Okay, yeah, now we're in plague territory, so I couldn't claim anything. Well, maybe I will have to head back, and maybe, you know, actually, rather than trying to do something here, why don't I head back, take that survivor activity mission, because that's going to give me some influence. And then, of course, if it gives me a recruit, that'll mess up my beds plan, but whatever. Is this the right way to go? Yeah. But yeah, so that'll give me some influence. I'll be able to claim an outpost, but then I'll be home, and so I won't need the outpost as badly. So there's just no perfect choice. There's no perfectly efficient choice here. We're just going to go with what we can. Ranithcord says that you could also go the Moon Knight route in the zombie apocalypse and tie your leg to the house every night. Oh, so Giant Fosup, I can't understand your name. Sorry. Asked, is this update 30? No, this is not update 30. I do not. I'm playing just the live game that everybody has access to. So this is the same as everyone else. Update 30 has not yet come to the PTR, and it has definitely not yet gone live. So it's on its way. We're really sorry for the delay. I've already done a couple of different videos about why Update 30 took longer than we thought. But it is going to come out. It's not like it's, going to get canceled or something. So it'll be there. But I totally understand why somebody might feel a little impatient about it at this point, because, it has been a while. But, it's a small team, kind of doing our best to try to release updates that, don't break the game. And that means taking our time, and that means, going through the process. And so it takes a while sometimes, but it will come out. And I think when it comes out, I think it'll be a nice boon to the game. So Scott Landon says, it was talking about my so I did a segment during the last official State of Decay 2 stream called Burning Questions, where I quoted some questions from the audience and answered them about Update 30 and stuff. And each of them carried with them horrible insults towards me. And for the most part, no, people don't actually talk to me that way that often. Usually in each case, there will be one person who's rude. And then most other people will be perfectly kind and respectful about it. But, oh crap, I missed the turn. Oh, and I forgot, I'm actually going on a mission. I'm not going home yet. So, but yeah, most people are perfectly nice and respectful. Just they ask questions and they're supportive and kind. But usually there's like one. There'll be one person who says it in a rude way, or like my update 30 video on this channel, for instance, had somebody who came in and basically accused me of lying, because they took the implication that when I said that that we found a bug with legacy characters, they took the implication that where we found the bug was in Update 30, and they were like, wait, how could somebody have reported a bug to you in Update 30 if Update 30 hadn't been released yet? You're a liar! And I was like, wait, hold on. I didn't say that they found the bug in Update 30. The legacy pool has been in the game since release. And the features that had bugs have been in the game since one of our earliest updates. And so, no, I wasn't talking about Update 30. I was talking about just the regular live game, the one that you've all been playing for ages. And so, but it's funny, because they took the wrong implication, their conclusion wasn't, we've miscommunicated, I misunderstood. Their assumption was that I was lying about the reasons. And I'm just like, why would I lie about the reasons for the delay? It's not like we delay things for no reason, and I would have to make up a reason. Whenever nobody wants to delay a game for, we don't like it when our updates come out later than we wanted them to. We don't like it any more than you do, The idea that we would just delay it for no reason and then make up a reason to lie to you about it. Like, why? Why would we do that? The only reason we would... What the heck is going on? The only reason we would delay it is if we have a legitimate reason. Oh, stop. And then if there's a legitimate reason, why not tell you the legitimate reason? I just didn't understand why somebody would think that I would lie about that. That just seems like a weird, unmotivated thing for me to do. I mean, there's studios out there who have policies, just sort of to keep things close to the vest and not talk to the community very much at all. Oh, crap. I've got the blood plague. And so I can imagine somebody feeling like, it's not very common for a game developer to expose the reasons for delays. And so that does make us unusual. But it's not that most other places lie about the reasons. They just don't tell you anything at all because, they don't want to kind of expose themselves to added detailed criticism, or just because they don't want to, all the reasons that we often have to not say things, because, we don't want to, for instance, if we give you so much, if we give you enough information that you get a lot of very specific expectations, then we could frustrate those expectations by accident, and we could, feel bad. Like, one of the reasons why we often don't tell you when we expect things to come out is because we don't want to disappoint you if that ends up not working the way that we intended it to. And so, anyway, so it's just, there's not, when people sort of jump to this conclusion that if a game developer, if they're surprised by something that a game developer says, that means the developer must have been lying. It's just, it's nonsensical to me. I don't know why anyone would do that. Okay, so I'm in trouble, but I would like to... Okay, Sid. Okay, stop it. Sid. Do I have to kill this zombie so that you'll talk to me? Alright, I've got to get home, Sid. I've got to get home. So you need to let me talk to you. So I can get the sweet, sweet influence. Anytime. Okay.
This is for you. Let's not make a whole
Okay, so she gave me some gas. She actually does not want to join, which is fine, because that's actually a dilemma I didn't want, deciding whether I could afford to feed and house another person. So let's get home. This was not as productive a session as I expected it to be. I thought I was going to kill more infestations, but I managed to run myself out of supplies for that a little faster than I wanted to. But I think we should, I haven't checked, but I think we should now have, yes, we do have enough influence to claim another outpost next time we go down south. We are home alive. We still have 7 minutes, 7 whole minutes to live.
stay alive till I get back.
It's not even an emergency. Let's drop off all the stuff we don't need to carry. And I'm grateful that I brought a doctor with me, an experienced doctor. So that means I've got extra plague cure just waiting for me. Here, let's use one. Let's grab a different weapon. Okay, we don't have any, you know what? This character needs a break. Let's switch to somebody else. Who can we switch to? Elijah? Yeah, I don't care about this mission. Awesome Twitch Dude says, was it tough finding ways to make a perfect game better? I don't know what you're talking about. If anything, I have to assume you're being sarcastic because this is obviously not a perfect game. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I'm glad you like this game. It is obviously not a perfect game. And the hard part is not figuring out how to improve it. The hard part is figuring out which improvements to make first. So, yeah, let's grab those. I should grab this. And now that we've picked up some extra gas, and so I feel like we're probably in a good position to... Oh, right, we need to upgrade our workshop before we can make new Molotovs. So if we to upgrade our workshop, we're going to need materials. So my next mission, my next objective, I should say, should be... Oh, no. A second ago, you said you were going to refuel. I'm not trying to get in the car. I'm trying to refuel. So, the next thing I need to do is head down south. Oh, wait, do I have a suppressor on... I've got an accelerator, but I got a suppressor on this. Okay. So, I need to head down south. I need to kill more of these infestations. How are we doing on food? Oh, we're down to eat... I brought home... Did I bring home some food? I might have failed to bring home some food. So we definitely need to pick up some food because our food situation is getting even worse. So maybe this Tartan Mart is where I need to go next because it'll have some food in it. We'll get the food. We'll probably grab some materials too so we can upgrade the workshop and get more fire. Do I actually have enough bullets? I mean, I can always swap I can swap to the AR-15 if I need to. I guess, you know what? I've got a fair amount of ammo. Let's distribute some ammo. And let's go in and let's grab some more 22. I assume I made some? Yes. All right. Now I'm way more confident we're not just going to have the same problem we had before. Do I have... And I've got aim snap too. Okay, this character is going to be much better equipped to go deal with those infestations. But... we're going to have him go deal with those infestations in a moment, in the next episode. Let me catch up with the chat here, because I'm sure I missed a ton of stuff here. So APAC King showed up a while ago, sorry APAC, and said, I appreciate everything you and the Undead Labs team does, especially with how much that's been added after all these years since launch. It is kind of funny that we've spent more time working on this game after launch than we did before launch. I mean, in terms of like person hours, I don't think we've still matched before launch, because we had the entire studio devoted to the game prior to launch, and we have a smaller team devoted to it post-launch. And so we might not have actually evened out the number of person hours devoted to the game, but we've evened out the amount of time. In fact, I think we've exceeded the amount of time spent on the game, which is just crazy to me. I have never been able to support a game that much longer after release. Of course, I've spent the last few months on a different team anyway, so I guess I don't get to say that I've spent all that time on State of Decay 2. Just scrolling down here. Yeah, so Coalition says a lot of companies just lie for no reason, just to protect their image. I guess so. I mean, for me, like, acknowledging the fact that our game has bugs and we sometimes struggle with some stuff, I mean, it feels like that's not a thing that we should hide. I mean, certainly sometimes there's like, if there's like internal personnel issues or something like that, like there's a lot of people's individual privacy involved where like we would not want to talk about stuff like that. Like when that Kotaku article came out about us, part of the concern there was just a lot of the stories were, they involved like personal issues where it's like you don't want to talk about that. It would have been very difficult for us to try to get into the details of a lot of the the stories that were told, just because anyone's side of that story would involve a lot of personal information. It's just so we kind of we decided to like let those stories stand, without trying to answer all of them in detail, because it's personal. And you know what? It's fine if those stories stand, because these are, all of these issues are very serious, genuine issues, both for us and for other studios. And you're trying to obfuscate or trying to fight, those stories in the press. Just all it does is it might undermine the very real need for companies to improve the conditions for their workers, their the way that they make their products. There's all kinds of improvements that need to be made, and trying to talk your way out of trouble doesn't help with that. So even if like here and there you might if there's a story told about your studio and you disagree with it and you're like, I would love to give our side of the story, sometimes it's better not to give your side of the story, because it's better to let the the improvements that stories like that encourage, it's better to let the improvements happen. And so but anyway, so there are reasons why companies lie. A lot of it does, you're right, have to do with protecting images. And Quintarius is right that the fact that so many companies do that does lead to a sense of distrust, which means that companies that actually are trying to be honest immediately get distrusted by people. And honestly, like, part of me is like, why are you assuming I would lie about something? Have you thought this through from my perspective? What motivation could I possibly have to lie? You're just assuming I'm lying for no good reason. It's easier for me to think that, but you are right that it's like, a lot of the time, the reason somebody assumes that I'm lying about something is because they've been lied to by other people. And I get it. I get that, and so usually, when somebody behaves in a way like that, it's better often to get mad at the person who hurt them rather than getting mad at them directly. And I think it's like, I'm not mad at anybody. I think sometimes I'm a little bit flabbergasted because I'm like, it feels like if you thought about this from my perspective for a few seconds, you would realize that there's, that I'm trying to act in good faith to the best of my ability. But at the same time, like, I get it. People have bad experiences and it leads them to make assumptions in the future. Let's see here. Cogs, I'm not going to answer like other, specific detailed questions about State of Decay 3 tied to, articles that were written about us. I mean, yeah, that's sorry. I just can't get into any details about State of Decay 3. So Ed Blake says, I just found an efficient way to transfer influence between players. Usually you can give items to another player to be sold by a trader. Parts can be sold at 1 influence, but bought back at 2 influence. The most efficient items to give people is the 22 caliber bullets, which are both bought and sold at 1 influence. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so basically Ed Blake is sort of identifying a currency that holds its value so that you can transfer something to somebody and basically let them sell it for the same price that you would have bought it for. So if you want to stockpile or buy 22 ammo, then you can give that to a friend as an efficient way to give them influence. That's interesting, Ed Blake. Thank you for sharing that. I've heard that actually in the real world that Lego sets are actually a currency like that like people who are operating outside the law will sometimes use boxes of Lego sets as currency, instead of cash, because they hold their value so well. As long as they're unopened, they hold their value so well, no matter what circumstances you sell them under, that people could actually transfer value that way. I don't know if that's true, but it's something I've heard, and I think it would be really interesting and funny if it was true. Le Coalition, I know nothing about the kinds of financial questions you're asking, and so there's no way I could possibly give you an answer. Wasp Escape? Wasp Escape? I'm going to call you Wasp Escape. I don't know if that's actually how you intend your name to be read. Says, hi, I'm from YouTube, and this is my first time seeing you on Twitch. Well, welcome to my Twitch channel. It's really, I love it when people from my YouTube channel come and track me down on Twitch. It's fun to be able to interact with you all in real time, even though I'm kind of bad at keeping up with the chat when intense things are going on. I'm glad you're there, and I'm, occasionally, if my settling down lines up with something you've said, then I actually do get to talk to you and answer your questions. I am sorry for everyone who said something that they were hoping would catch my eye while I was running around and getting chased by zombies and getting overwhelmed by infestations, because I paid attention to very little of that. Basically, sometimes I'll glance over and I'll just catch the last thing somebody said, and I'll randomly happen to catch a question here and there, but I'm pretty bad at comprehensively keeping up with what you're all saying. All right, anyway, let me wrap up this episode, but then if you're watching me live right now, we're still going to keep playing the game, and I'm going to go try to kill the rest of those infestations if I can pull that off. So, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, there's going to be a button right there, and the next video is going to go there, and I'll put some other nonsense right there, so you can click on whatever you want, and I will see you soon.